reach of a star, not even a mouse.
Stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas will soon be there.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
When out on the lawn arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter.
Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash.
The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster to midday of objects below.
When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick.
clapping sound.
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
On Dasher, on Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all.
As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky.
So up on the housetop of the porches they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkling ahead on the roof, the prancing and pawing of each little hoof.
Never heard of
As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes had this twinkled, his dimples had Hail Mary, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bell, and his beard on his chin was as white as the snow.
The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face with a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was as chubby as a plum, and right as a jolly old elf. And as I saw him, I laughed in spite of myself.
There's your sound guy, guys. That's the guy to fire right there. They got a volunteer program I can sign up for. You know he doesn't know any rules, right? Did you guys practice at home? Did you guys practice at home? No. He doesn't know any rules.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk.
And laying his finger aside of his nose, gave a nod and up the chimney rose.
He sprang to his sled, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle.
But I heard him explain ere he drove out of sight.
Happy Christmas to all and to all a good night.
How about another round of applause? I think that was boys and girls, take a bow, but don't hit anybody in front of you. Just to give you an idea of how amazing, you know what, before I speak. Parents, if you are here with an encore child, that means you're going to be performing next. I need you to exit at this time. Take your kids to the music room so that we can check them in, and we will let you in as soon as we exit. So if you have an encore child, I'll see you in about half an hour. So, back to this group. What's amazing about this group is, if you may or may not know, Mrs. Smith had to take a leave because she was blessed with another child. So I knew we had Miss Gerardo here. I knew we had her coming, but she's only here 2 days a week. And as fantastic as she is, I don't think she's a miracle worker quite yet. I think she proved me wrong there. We were blessed, though, to get Mr. Williamson here. And Mr. Williamson has been a music teacher for about 70 years. I know he doesn't look it, but the man has been around a while, and he recently retired, and he has done an amazing job. I'll tell you what's great about him. He knows his music. A lot of people know their music. He loves kids, and that's what I care most about. So between the two of them and what Miss Smith has already started, and of course she began at the beginning of the year, I think they pulled off an amazing job. You know, it's like putting a big jigsaw puzzle together, and they did it. So I'm very impressed with both of you, and I thank you so much for the great job you're doing with the kids. Thank you. So how do we get these kids out of here? It's going to be crazy. We have 2 people here. One has 2nd grade, one has 3rd grade. You're going to have to walk up to them. You're going to have to let them know who your child is, and then we will get the child from the stage, and you can exit. What I'm going to ask you to do is exit through the back doors, because the other group is going to be waiting to come into this doors. What would be great is if you could only send one person at a time. Please be careful leaving. The parking lot is jam-packed. That's it. Thank you all so much for your support.
That cluelessness runs in the family. Oh, wait, what?